Hey guys, it's APGAINS here, and today we're going to be covering the new tactical shooter to come to consoles, Warface Breakout. It's a first-person Counter-Strike-like game. I'm going to test out the gunplay, the movement, all of the mechanics, maybe see if there's lag or any issues that are going to be there on launch day, and I'll do a full in-depth review. Let's jump into it. Alright, first off, we're going to cover what a typical match is going to look like. I'm on the map Facility. I have not played this game, or this map thus far, so it's going to be a complete blind run-through. So what you're going to notice is, when you load in while we're waiting for everyone, there's going to be a free fire, just like in Counter-Strike, and then there's going to be a quick timer before the game starts. Some things we're going to want to take a look at first. When we spawn in, we're going to be the fence, we're going to be the wardens. We press down to buy weapons. Early game, it's a handgun only eco round. I've noticed that the submachine gun pistols tend to be the most effective. Now you press the left stick once to sprint. The mechanics, as you can see, are kind of janky on launch, so do be careful, just like I showed there, that sometimes vaulting and movement in general is a little bit clunky and slow. So if you're a person who likes to rush in like I am, I've played a lot of Call of Duty Search and Destroy in my day. I'm an avid Call of Duty League Rules fan, rather. If you like to run around a lot, that's probably not going to be your game. There is quick sprint to fire speed. It's almost instant, but the movement and the aiming is a little clunky at the moment. It doesn't seem fine-tuned like if you were to play a Call of Duty game that's been out forever and they've really ironed out all of the mechanics. Now, one thing I have noticed early on is it definitely does benefit you to have a scuff controller, because crouching is kind of weird because you can't use tactical mode if you're used to Call of Duty or Battlefield games. You can't crouch with the right stick as of late, or as currently. So you can't press that to change it to tactical. You have to press circle or B. Alright. We're going to try out this M16 rifle. The sights are customizable. I have not delved too much into that, but it does allow you to change sights. I think the intention was to change cosmetics so that it makes it better for you to play preference-wise without making anything balanced or unbalanced or overpowered or something like that. Okay. Apparently DualShock 4 battery is telling me I need to plug in my controller, but we got traded there. This is not a game where, unless you hit headshots and your opponents aren't looking at you, where you can quickly take out a bunch of guys in quick succession. So being bum rushed by that is kind of a difficult spot to be in. That's why I tend to recommend that sprinting be done as little as possible. Now you will notice that there are a bunch of servers in this game, but lots of them have really high latency or ping or lag or whatever you want to call it. So far, this guy doesn't see the guy to his right. There you go, buddy. You can do it. Alright, so as you can see here, not sure if they put bots in like they have in Fortnite recently, as I've heard, but the overall gaming IQ of a lot of the opponents you're going to find in a casual game is going to be rather low, so don't really have too much to worry about if you are new to the tactical shooter genre, as long as you have some first-person experience and overall, like, beginner game sense, you should be fine. So what else do we want to try? This has a really weird ACOG off default, so I don't know if I like it. The Vector, or the Super V, is my favorite gun at the moment. Now you can tell probably throughout this video that I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty because I tend to double tap the left stick to sprint, and that doesn't do anything except for sprint and then unsprint. Let's see if we can't get a nice little flank here. Well, I wouldn't really call this a flank. I'm going right up the gut. Okay, so this gun does shoot really quickly, but you kind of need to hit headshots for it to be effective. Nice flash. Okay, could not clutch up. Took 28 damage, dealt 80, but I guess that one bullet taken was enough to kill me, unfortunately. Alright, so I'm going to try out this FAMAS. I haven't used it thus far, but let's check out how it does. As you can see, the aiming is kind of weird. It starts up slow, but then it gets really quick. Sorry if any of you get motion sick. Same with the movement. Like the startup movement feels kind of weird. Like if you cross your legs, I guess it's kind of realistic. If you cross your legs, you move really awkwardly. I don't know if they were going for that realism there or not, but alright, I don't know if this is fully automatic or not. Okay, it is semi-automatic. That's good to know. Ooh, nice snipe. Okay, I can respect that. Alright, so after you go through 6 rounds on the defensive side, or the offensive, depending on what you start in, you will switch sides. Now, I find the automatic pistols are the best, so again, I will select the automatic pistol, as you can see. Just like our first round last time, vaulting is a little bit gimmicky. But it's a brand new game, so that's kind of to be expected. Now, I have not been on this part of the map, so we will see what the rotations look like. Alright, nice little pinch formation by my team. Alright, another kill. Very low on health, so I'm going to try and play a little bit passively. Well, if I were to be super tryhard, I would play passively, but is this door closed? Yes. Alright, nice little sweep of the enemy team. As you can see, these eco or pistol rounds, depending on what game you've played so far, are pretty good early game. Let's see, how much money we got? We got 45. So the AK is solid, but the Enfield is by far my favorite. I tend to like the burst weapons for both teams. It's just a personal preference. I've been playing around with the sensitivity a lot. It's fall damage? No. Okay, that's good. It's a little bit weird. The aiming is not natural. I would describe it as a little bit robotic. And I guess not even robotic in a good way. Alright, hopefully it doesn't clip my head. Alright, nice little clutch there.
Reaping what we sow.
A new round is starting.
Alright, so I'm going to test out some of the grenades. Looks like you can hold 2. I took the flashbang, it looks like, and the frag grenade. Just like Call of Duty, you got left bumper up, amazing, amazing physics. You got the left bumper to throw tactical and the right to throw lethal. This seems like a risky spot to take early on. I'm not sure how the lines of sight are.
Away!
Alright, flash is out. As you can see, the burst is accurate at long range, close range. It's a pretty solid weapon. Alright. Parkour? No. Yeah, the physics seem to be a little bit wonky. It's a waste of money, but it's a solid. Alright, so now I'm going to use the frag and the smoke, since I haven't used them last time.
Fight well.
Alright, let's see if I can hit this jump. This is probably the hardest part of the game, is making the early jumps, because the physics are kind of not the best. Alright, let's see if this is a nice smoke angle. Okay, that's a solid smoke. Could help lead my teammates up more. I keep trying to press crouch with the right stick instead of with my circle. Yeah, as you can see, the burst weapons are pretty strong. Oh, that's not good. That was not good. I was trying to get up on the ledge, not through the window. Oh well. Alright, now I'm going to try the... Oh, that's a great name. Alright, so no one's going to be calling it the op. Maybe the TCMS, the CMS, the 20x42. People will probably still call it the op, to be honest. Wallbang potential. Alright, so it's a one-shot kill, it looks like. Alright, this should be the last guy. Oh. Alright, so obviously it's going to be a one-shot kill with a headshot, but I got a body shot on that guy over there, so this is definitely worth the price if you can afford the huge sum of money it's going to take. Alright, so now I'm going to talk a little bit, just do a little voiceover of some random gameplay. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the issues, some of the things it does well in my playtesting. So one of the biggest things that I have with it is the movement and the aim is a little bit wonky. It kind of gets used to, it doesn't flow naturally if you're used to like a big titled shooter game. You're used to your movement and your aim being like precise. You know exactly what your character is going to do when you do certain button inputs. I feel like this game has a little bit of issues with movement and aiming. It feels like it's kind of like a shell of a game right now, and they have to do some fine-tuning things. You saw in like an earlier clip, I think, some of the vaulting mechanics are really weird, and if you get too close to an edge, you tend to fall. Like you could look over the ledge of, let's say, one of these pillars, and you kind of just fall without realizing that you've fallen. It's a little bit strange. Also, make sure you have to get into the right server, because it won't put you in the best server for you. You have to actually look through the server list and find the server with the best ping for you. So me and a lot of my friends experienced lag because server access is a little bit difficult. The best guns are, in my opinion, obviously going to have to be the burst weapons, the FAMAS and the Enfield, depending on your team. Best pistols have to easily be the automatic pistols. If you're doing more long-range stuff and you don't mind the terrible iron sights, the Deagle is all right. The revolver, not so much. Some strategies that I came up with. Rushing to an early spot is good, but then you kind of want to just hold an angle. The audio cues are pretty quiet. So if you've come from a game like
Call of Duty or Battlefield, or even CSGO, where like you can hear if people move unless they're like really quiet, then you're kind of just going to be out for a loss, because you're not going to hear stuff. Pretty much all of your knowledge comes from communication with teammates, which is almost non-existent at the moment. You're probably going to have to play with some friends, or just what you can see. So maybe if you have like a super loud, super amazing headset. I have a very good headset, and it was just kind of quiet. Turn the volume up all the way. Maybe I've just been listening to loud music too much, so my ears aren't what they used to be, but definitely the audio cues are a little bit interesting. Overall, at only $20, it's pretty fun. I'm imagining they're going to do a lot of updates in quick succession to the point where the game will become a lot more enjoyable, a lot more playable. They don't have a firing range or a walkthrough mode. It's kind of just you jump into a game and you got to figure it out for yourself. It was a little confusing. There aren't really guides, so I might do like a full gameplay where I walk you through like how the game works, the economy and all that stuff. But for the rest of the video, you can just watch the rest of the gameplay. This is APGAINS, and if you guys liked it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.